Because back in the olden days, our oxygen percentage in our atmosphere used to be way higher. So an organism didn't need that much air to survive. They just needed like small nostrils. And that's the reason people think that like that's why they had small nostrils. They could have had like all nostril. Like they could have been humongous nostrils. We don't know though. I wish we could just make a dinosaur because like everyone thinks that they're furry or not furry, feathery.
Dude, what if we ran out of oxygen?
We run out of oxygen. It's possible. It's very possible. But like it'd be very hard. We still have like 60% oxygen in our atmosphere right now.
Yeah, but what if,
Like 50.
more people equals more need for oxygen?
We'll have to start planting more trees
But we're
or killing more
not.
people.
Yeah, that's easy to do.
Just keep killing people.
My first book is called How the Bear Grew Up.
Your first book's gonna make you like $5. First book's always the worst. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could take like Mexico and turn it into one huge like factory place, and then make America one huge like forest, or Canada actually. We can make Canada into like one huge tree farm.
Dude,
I don't know.
the Sahara Desert.
What would we do with the Sahara Desert?
Just like turn it into a forest.
That's impossible. There's not enough rain.
Dude, it's possible. Just hear me out. We plant like little seedlings and we employ people who have no jobs to do that. Like, just take care of it.
Just get it done.
Yeah. We're like, okay, so you know what we could do? We could build aqueducts.
Aqueducts?
Yeah. Like
we could use seawater.
No, seawater kills plants. So what you could do, you could
there's
heat
already
the
so
water,
much salt
right?
in the desert that first you would have to get rainfall. So how would you get rainfall? From flooding this. No, listen, Brian. You can't just say you can't without listening to my plan first. Okay. So just dump a bunch of seawater onto the Sahara Desert. This is going to be a lot. Like it's going to take a lot for the transformation, but because once you add all the seawater, it will start the water cycle. It will evaporate, go into the atmosphere, and fall back down. And once it falls back down, it'll be fresh water again, and all that salt water will be on the ground. But after a couple of rotations, as you know, it's just gonna start spreading it out, and it's gonna make a thick mud. Okay, it's gonna make a very thick mud everywhere on the Sahara Desert. Maybe just in the area.
Okay.
And once this mud forms, I'm not done.
I'm listening, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you're like, wait. But, okay. Once this mud forms, mud's a really good moss producer, okay? Moss can grow in mud easily. And it's warm there. But I don't think it's bright. But we're going to get moss that can grow in sunlight. That's the thing. So, warm, damp environments make moss. The entire thing's going to be covered in moss. You know what moss is, Brian?
Yes, I know what moss is.
It's an oxygen producer. That solves our oxygen problem because the Sahara Desert's huge.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, that won't work because
why?
You see the way the Sahara Desert is white, or like almost it's like light.
Yeah.
That means it reflects heat, right?
It reflects heat, yeah.
And if it reflects heat, that means it makes the area like too hot.
Yeah.
Hence, it cannot rain there.
But like you said, it rained like a while ago.
So if you could use like irrigation in an aqueduct system, you plant trees and then like the landscape turns green, it will be able to absorb more light.
But the thing is, how are you going to plant trees in sand? Sand is not it is not good for a tree. No tree can grow in sand.
Some of them can.
Some of them can, bro.
Yeah, some of them can.
What tree can grow in sand?
Well, sadly, we could grow grass in sand.
Okay, yeah.
And then once you grow grass and sand, you can now start growing acacia trees, which is like in the savannah. Because like once you've grown grass, you've turned it into a savannah. So you grow like acacia trees. Once that's done, you can go to like the other trees. So it's like a
But
step pro-
the savannah is not like it's not just sand. It's sandy dirt. It's like grit.
Yeah, that's once
It's
you've
like
planted the
loam.
grass, it becomes a savannah.
No, like where's the dirt gonna
One
come
clip
from?
remove this slowly, okay?
Okay.
Dirt just doesn't grow after you plant grass. It's not Minecraft. Like you're just like, oh, okay, it's a savannah now. Grass has grown. Now you could make one huge like artificial lake, and then it will slowly turn into a oasis, and then from there you can just like expand it. I don't know, like an artificial river or something like that.
Or you could plant palm trees too.
I just spent my
Palm tree.
last 50 simoleons on this painting. I made more
You
than
bought
twice
a
that.
painting.
No,
Oh,
I made more than
Alright,
twice that off selling it, but I only had 50 simoleons left on me after building like a little small house structure. Hi, have you been learning anything
Okay.
new lately? No, I haven't.
Brian,
I've
I
just
have to
been
take my test in
painting.
30 minutes.
Hmm?
Play on the monster machine.
Yeah, so you see, that is how you turn the Sahara Desert green and solve mankind's problems.
What about climate change?
Okay.
But I don't think that's gonna work. I'm sorry to tell you. As an ecological or someone that like is really into ecology, I do not think that's possible through modern terms.
They're doing it right now. Like, just Google the wall in the.
I
That's
don't
literally
think
what
that's
they're doing.
possible. Like, it's just like the basis of like, okay, so say that you plant the grass.
Hmm.
How the hell is it gonna get water? It's like, man, like if someone goes over there and waters it, is it gonna have to? Is it gonna be autonomous, or is it gonna have to be
They're,
introduced?
they're using aquifers, an irrigation system. What irrigation is? Like, literally.
Yeah, I know what irrigation
Yeah.
is. It's like it's a water drip.
Mm-hmm.
I know basic farming, Brian. That was part of the lesson. Like it's like irrigation and then the water drip. Water drip's the most effective. Oh god, he freaking the Great Green Wall. Oh, I'll read that later. Seems interesting. I just don't think like it just seems far fetched because the Sahara Desert's so large, you know,
Yeah.
and to have a irrigation system going to every single part of the savannah would cover the savannah before you would be able to plant any. It would just be a lot of money. A lot of money that I don't think is possible.
Yeah. Although you wouldn't need to do it all. Because once you do a small part and you turn that part green, you can use that part to make rain. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you'll just decrease the albedo effect,
Yeah.
making it less hot because it's reflecting. Now, would it make it more hot? The reason that it's that temperature is because no, never mind. No, maybe albedo makes it colder in cold climates, so it'd make it hotter in warm climates. Okay, good. Because white light white sand absorbs light. Yeah, okay. I'm fact checking myself. Make sure I know what I'm talking about. I love the albedo effect. It's my favorite.
He's.
Because like, well, Mrs. Myers made me write an essay about like climate crap for
Mhm.
class, and like the only like one part that I the albedo effect, and she was like, nobody remembered that one. Good job, Charlie. Another reason is because it's in the anime. There's a character named Albedo. and she's like a pure white character.
You're like, you know that Michael Scott meme?
No, which one?
The one when he's being thanked. That's literally you.
I have no clue what you're talking about. Send me a picture. Is it a bad thing or a good thing?
It's a good thing.
Okay. I don't know. I'm always skeptical when it comes to like ecological stuff because, like, yeah, everything is possible, but is it possible? You know, like there's a thing, like there's a way to do it, but can you actually put it through? There's a lot of stuff we could do for the environment, but we can't do it based off of the agenda and like what people think. You know,
Honest.
because
Like,
to completely reform and change the way that it is right now, you would have to like change some. Why do I look like that? Wait, hold up, what? Oh, my story.
Mhm.
Okay, I get it. Like the one about like how I know albedo effect. Okay, yeah. What was I saying?
What should I name my book?
The albedo effect.
What genre is it?
It's a short story.
The little shit that could. Okay, anyways. So like there's a lot of stuff we could do to reform and change our like I don't know output of carbon dioxide, but we're not going to do it.
Yeah, like
because it's too expensive. Like we could change every car to electricity, but there's people that like using diesel and likes using gasoline, so they're still going to do it. Only thing that could happen is if we forced people to use electronic.
okay.
Yeah.
You know something? I don't think it's that expensive, honestly. Because it sounds expensive, but is it really? If you think,
you would have to scrap every single car that has been made so far.
Yeah.
Then you would have to like with batteries and like computer chips. It's a lot of natural metals, natural earth metals, and it's expensive because those natural earth metals are rare.
yeah.
Like there's like this type of metal that's used for computer chips, and it's like for a gram of it's like $1,000,
Mm-hmm.
and you need like 20, or you need a bunch of it to make a computer, and that's the reason computers are so expensive.
Yeah. Although you also have to consider that
that's the problem with electronic cars.
Yeah.
People don't want to spend the money on it because like Tesla, they're like high end cars, and they're all electricity. And the reason that they're all expensive as hell is because they're all electricity.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but you also have to consider that regardless of what you think, we are going to switch sometime in the future. Like that's just a fact, okay? Like that's just undisputed fact. We're going to switch. Like we're going to switch to renewables. We're going to switch to electric cars. That's just going to happen.
I don't know. I don't trust humans enough.
Why?
I don't trust humans enough. I think that people are going to try it too. A majority of us are, but then this is just ultimately going to fail because even if 30% do or 50% do, there's still 50% still producing a bunch of carbon dioxide.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we are going to, and the reason why is the word renewable. That means it's there forever. Non-renewable is going to run out. It's just a matter of when. Why not just do it now?
People are stubborn.
Yeah, people are stupid.
But the problem that and you're gonna like you said. So what if it runs out? Well, the thing is, if it runs out, our economy is built on those basic non-renewable resources.
Yeah. Why not
So
switch?
once those run out, it's just gonna flop. It's just gonna nosedive, and we're not gonna have anything. We're gonna have the depression part 2.
Yeah. So if you are smart, you'd actually. If we were smart in general, as human beings, we would actually start.
Yeah, Brian, stop pointing all the blame at me. It's not like I have a.
Yeah. Sorry.
If you were smart, geez.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're obsessed with money, and we won't switch. We're like, how much does it cost? And it's literally going to cost trillions more if you don't do it.
Yeah, the thing is that we don't have enough money.
Have you seen like the subsidies non-renewable,
Hold on, what?
the subsidies? I just sent.
The subsidies?
Mm-hmm.
Like the partisans? Or not the partisans, the checks that companies get? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, for
Like, what are you talking about? Airports or like oil companies?
oil companies.
Oh yeah, because like it's like I could literally buy like 3 barrels of oil for like $3 or something like that.
Dude, they
What you
got
talking about?
5.3 trillion
Oh yeah.
subsidies. That was just in 2015. For that price, you could like switch. But anyway,
People have this
anyways,
fascination with sticking to tradition. It's kind of weird.
yeah. So anyways, that's how you deal with climate change, I think. But I don't know if we'll be able to do it because human beings are dumb.
Yeah. They're like it's either gonna happen naturally or man-made. Like naturally, we're just gonna have one huge famine, or like one huge like climate change where like it's all like everything's just gonna fucking burn, and then that's just what's gonna happen. Or we're gonna have to do it ourselves before we do it. But it's not. It's probably gonna happen naturally before it happens man-made. People are just too fucking hard-headed. Because there's still people that believe that climate change is not a thing.
Although,
And
you know what I'm worried about though?
what?
Like, Antarctica?
Antarctica, yeah, it's gonna melt.
Yeah. And you know how like thick the ice is? It's like 2 kilometers thick.
Yeah.
And if all that ice was to melt into the sea, which is salty water and that's fresh water, it mixes
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to start like boiling our water if we want fresh water.
yeah, the fish are going to die. The fish in the ocean, it's like salty water. They live in salty water, and that means people won't have food. But anyway, I could be completely wrong. Just saying.
Like people are. What did you say? People are gonna what?
The people who like live off of fishing in the ocean,
Yeah.
like in Southeast Asia and all that, they don't have fish
Yeah.
because the water is
Well,
fresh water and all this.
they'll just convert to saltwater fish.
What?
They'll just convert to saltwater fish.
How?
Because there'll be more saltwater, so there'll be more saltwater fish.
No, there's gonna be more.
But then you have to deal with like, well, you can just make fisheries, like like those artificial places.
Yes.
Just to make like a man-made lake, and then just throw a bunch of fish in there.
But is it going to be enough?
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
So people die. Who
Mhm.
cares? I only care about my lineage. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be us that have to deal with it. Anyways, it's gonna be like our kids.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
still kind
true.
of bad. Like, I don't want to be like my parents who don't give two shits about climate. But yeah. See, the good thing is that Arkansas, like every place that's like not close to water is gonna be fine. Alabama's gonna be crushed. It's gonna be crushed. Florida's crushed. East
Oh,
Coast, West Coast
by my
crushed.
drawing, Florida is just a small bridge.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
a little bridge. There's only like one person living in Florida by the end of it.
Dude, what if Artemis's book actually comes true? And then in the future she's like, I called it.
I called it. I wrote it down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Guys,
she's gonna
come
listen to
on.
Yeah, that'd be funny. I can see it happening. Like like all the water starts rising up, and then and there's a huge war over resources because all the resources were like destroyed.
Yeah. And then you know what that'll cost? That'll cost refugees. People moving.
Yeah,
Moving
and then we're gonna be
better life.
cramped.
Wait, what if South Africa? What if South America and Africa took over like North America, and like they stole that resources.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Why can't I just get rid of Africa? Africa sucks. Africa's dead.
Bro,
South America takes over North America.
Like I said, Africa, they're gonna kill each other before that happens. Like they're just gonna be.
Oh yeah,
one huge
Africa's
freaking
probably
tribal
just
war.
gonna be dead.
dude, you know what I think, actually? I
You
think
think the
Africa
tribes
is
are
the
gonna
future.
survive?
And I can prove it. You know why? The average population is like 14. The average population here is like 50 something. In Europe, it's like what, 50 something. In Japan, it's old. So, just saying, if you average
Wait, what?
14,
Oh,
yeah.
you're talking about like birth to death ratio, like.
Mm-hmm.
But then the problem also is that there's a high mortality, infant mortality rate and a high just mortality rate in general. Like
Yeah,
everyone
but
dies
think
quickly in
about it.
Africa.
The more people they're born, the more likely there is to be someone extremely smart.
But then there's also with high infant mortality rate, a high chance that smart
Yeah.
person dies.
Yeah, but if you eventually get those smart people out, they'll create a way to reduce the mortality rate.
And
Eventually.
intelligence is not hereditary. It's just based off of personal experiences.
Yeah. Okay. But you know what I think? I think the way China rose up, because that's exactly what happened to China. Like, and that's how they rose up. I think that's what's going to happen to Africa too. It's gonna be like another
But
China.
they
Like
just had a bunch of the kids. They just kept banging until they had enough people.
Yeah.
Dang.
Because what's gonna happen is like exactly what happened to China is going to happen to Africa. I guarantee you. I'm ready to get like I'm ready to bet $100 future dollars that by
Future dollars.
yeah. Okay,
You're not betting
dollars.
like shillings.
Okay, do you want today's dollars or future dollars? One of those.
I mean, future dollars are probably going to be more expensive.
Okay. So I'm ready to bet like $100 future dollars that by the day 2050, if we're all alive, that's what's going to happen.
Gotcha. I mean, it's just I don't know. Africa has had the like I don't know. It's had people for longer, but is still in like the Stone Age. So I don't know. I don't really trust Africa
Mm-hmm.
with my future.
I mean, that's exactly what people said about China in like the 60s and 50s. They're like, dude, China is in the Stone Age. Have you seen the massacring people? It's terrible.
No,
I mean,
I'm
they
talking
still
about
are,
there's
but
still tribes.
you know,
There's still tribes in Africa that kill people, that eat each other, right? They're cannibals, right?
yeah, they are.
Like there is a tribe that's cannibalistic. Yeah, that's not futuristic at all.
There were castes. You know the caste system. That was in
The cat
India,
system?
and like the caste, CASTE.
CAST.
CASTE. The caste, like caste.
I don't know that. I don't know that one.
Okay, it's like hierarchy. So there's like the king, then like the knights, and then there's like the priests, and then there's like the wealthy families, like the merchants, and then there's like the caste system. That was a thing until like fairly recent.
You're just talking about nobilistic roles, hierarchy. I just noticed hierarchy. Like there's like the king, the queen, the prince, the princess, the kid, the high knight, the priest, the knighthood, then the merchants, then the peasants, and then the slaves.
Dude, yeah. Same thing with like Korea.
Oh yeah, but like they were still like Japan had dynasties until like the 1980s. Like
I'm having a philosophy.
or they still have dynasties.
Okay.
What is that?
I don't know.
Your little sister's adorable. I have no clue what she looks like, but I can just hear her voice and I
What's
imagine.
that mean, Brian?
She's a little goblin, bro.
That
She's a
means
little
that
goblin. I love her though.
we're talking about, I don't know, just what if something happened. And thank you, Artemis.
Oh.
Now
No.
what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you talking like that? Why?
Brian, are you able to talk, or is your sister like watching you? Okay, good. Yeah, you're just talking about how the monarchy system was still a thing until like recently. But like, oh yeah, like how like okay, I can tell you, dude that couldn't like be ever fun of because he was part of a different cast for whatever his name was, Jeff or something. You think China's advanced? Oh, Korea. Korea's okay. Personally, I think the are you talking about the Korea DDP or are you talking about Korea United? South Korea, okay. Because if you're talking about Korea in general, I think all those the caste system just went to North Korea, and then it left to the South. Unlike the Civil War of America, the South
True.
won actually in the Korean Civil War. kind
My
of
girl
funny.
better keep paying until she has enough money to buy herself a bedroom.
Yeah. There's
Girl, I bought
Asian
you a
children.
whole
There
ass
is African
bathroom, and you
children
still choose
that
to
sleep
pay.
on the ground. They would love to have a box.
I bought her a whole bathroom, and she still pees on the ground.
I mean, dude, you can lead a pony to water, but they're not gonna drink. You gotta force it. You gotta shove a funnel down the throat. Byron, should I be nervous or should I just be like calm about it? I'm just gonna write like yes on everything. I'm just like not even. Yeah, she'll be like, tell her this, Carol. I can't believe you. That's whatever. I don't know. I'm just freaking gonna be nervous until I get done with it, and then I'm gonna regret afterwards for like 2 hours, and then I'm just gonna go like cry.
Don't cry.
I'm gonna cry. No, I'm not gonna actually. I've never cried over a test. Actually, I have, but not.
You know what? You know what I can do? I can turn this into a tiny house.
Tiny house.
Yeah, because I get more benefits for having a tiny house, don't I?
Oh, what benefits?
Oh, it's the tiny house expansion pack.
How would you get benefits from living in a tiny house?
I don't know. Mood happiness.
Oh, they have, yeah, they sure.